Welcome, I'm Crystalgate. I'm playing From Glory to Go, and today I'm going to play the new Tribe faction. I recommend the blue crystal. I don't think it matters that much starting crystal, and for the stratagems just pick what you like. Oh, and I prefer the shaman, but I'm pretty sure the chieftain also works. When you start at the game as a tribe, immediately start putting down the houses. You have only one worker, but you start with the food to create more workers, so you need to get the housing so you can get the workers going. Now, when you have done all the houses, my recommendation is that you immediately set down some plots to grow food. I'm for some reason not doing that. This was a bit I don't know why I waited so long, but pretty much as soon as you have 4 houses down, I think you should immediately go and build the plots. Farsight is one of the reasons that I recommend blue crystals. Oh yeah, also get some mines very early. Like, as soon as you get the houses and some fields down, get some mines. I really should gotten even more fields. That said, I didn't realize you could do it. One problem is that you need to be able to harvest the fields. But I have since then learned that you can put down 2 patches of 3x3 fields. Okay, I got the planet's eye with a shaman, and that somewhat reduces the point of starting with a blue crystal. You still get more mining. I think it's both ore and crystal mining, and maybe even isotope, but I don't actually know for sure. One thing you really want is to get the population up and also surrounding an obelisk with them, because you really want more mana income. Early on you don't have so many workers, so you're a little bit relying on your mana, although the worker problem kind of solves itself as the mana problem does.
them. It shall be done. We will crush them. We're under attack.
Oh yeah, in case someone is new to watching my video and just want some on how to play tribes, what I usually do is that I play the game at half speed and then with editing speed it up to normal speed. If you have played this game, you probably realize just how impossible it is to play it at normal speed without pause. I have 2 3x5 fields. There's a reason why I have it set up like that. It may not be the optimal setup though, but whatever. Oh yeah, when you see walkers who seems to be sitting down or on their knees begging, it's not obvious what they are doing, but when they are just standing still, that tends to be the sign that you can build more mines without losing the ability to harvest food. None of the level up you get at level 4 is really that good, so just pick whatever you feel like. Yeah, basically you want very early get enough crystal mines so you can afford the obelisks as you need them. That's really... and then an ore mine as well later. That's pretty much it, and then you can wait a bit until you have a lot more worker and have the food sold until you get more crystal mines. As far as I know, you can't really ally with a tribe if you're playing as tribe, so yeah.
We're under attack. It shall be. It shall be done. It shall be.
I have built pumps now on the fields, and I'm not entirely sure how much water they can provide, but enough for a 3x5 field. I'm not so sure they will manage a 5x5 field, otherwise that would have been good. This is something that will have to be experimented on later. For now, however, 2 3x5 fields works wonders to get a good start. Yeah, now that I put a lot of workers in the mines, I suddenly do need to help the villagers out a bit with harvesting food. So that's why it's good to have spare mana. I have also started a new village because there was a somewhat convenient place to put down farms for them. I also do have watching towers with archers that will guard it.
Hold. Hold.
It's a pretty good idea to just take the starting villagers and give them some food from nearby villagers.
We'll crush them. It shall be.
In this case, it's the starting village.
We're under attack. It shall be done. We're under attack.
Okay, these tribes do have a somewhat annoying feature. Each time you hit an enemy with fire, well, sometimes when you hit them with fire, they will get thrown around.
Takes my seat.
This is more a hindrance than help, in my opinion.
As you wish. It shall be.
Oh yeah, when you establish a new village, my advice is you build the village center and then you don't build anything until it's finished completely, because otherwise you have to fiddle around a bit with assigning food to the village, and that's a bit assigning houses to the village. Any village that you build before, so any houses that you build before the new village are built will be assigned somewhere else. It's, in my opinion, a bit annoying to go and click around and start reassigning the houses to correct village. So I rather just build a village and then wait until it's finished before I build something else that belongs to the village.
It shall be done. We're under attack.
As far as the ship goes, you really just, for a long time, just need to build gates, which cost nothing but crystals, and statues, which cost nothing but crystals. So it's rather nice.
Takes my steel. As you wish. Hold. It shall be done.
This is a little bit of a problem because, well, I kind of misplaced the walls a bit here. But well, it worked out. One catapult should be able to defend it if you catch them with the walls. But I do prefer to move the hero there as well. Okay, and this plantation I created will serve as a boost to effort income. Those villagers apparently, I guess they need normal food in order to reproduce, but then they eat plants once they have grown into adults in order to recharge their ability to do work. Don't ask me how it works, but well, it does work, and that's what's important.
We're under attack. As you wish. It shall be done. It shall be.
I did get a rather good map. There's
We're under attack.
a lot of everything pretty much.
It shall be done.
Oh yeah.
It shall be done.
I get a second red crystal. I start with a blue crystal and the shaman automatically gets an extra red crystal. Having 2 red crystals are soon going to be very useful.
We will cross down. It shall be. We will crush them. As you wish. We're under attack. We will crush them. We're under attack.
Oh yeah, when an enemy gets sent flying, the game actually considers them to be where the graphics says they are, so they get the ability to attack your northern buildings. It's probably going to be patched out sometimes, but that just may take some time.
It shall be. As you wish. Bold. We're under attack. We will crush them. It shall be done.
This onslaught of enemies is really crazy. That said, I did pick double charged, and I do think that the sages benefit, so I just may have set myself up for this. On the other hand, it does mean that the sages will be more, or seers they are called, that they will be more efficient at clearing the enemies as well, so guess it's not all that bad.
We're under attack. As you wish.
I have 106 effort income. I will note that the tribes need far less effort income than any other faction. So that's good enough. Also, it doesn't account for the effort I get from
It shall be done.
my villagers eating
It
plants.
shall be. It shall be. It shall be done. As you hold. shall be. We're under attack.
Taste my steel.
As far as building pyramids goes, you want as many gates as you need, and well, then the rest at the beginning will be statues. Mana is good, but having mana income will become even better not too long, I think.
Taste my steel.
Bold. It shall be. It shall be. It shall be done. We're under attack.
Taste my steel.
Bold. As you wish.
Any warrior that you unlock via the pyramid will be assigned to your main village. At least I don't think there is a way to assign it to some other village, so
We're under attack.
you do need to be somewhat ready for the main village to accommodate for having a lot of warriors. Fortunately, the warriors, while they take up workers, they do still generate effort.
We're under attack.
I think I chose poorly. The granaries would have been more useful to research first. I use a strategy that doesn't rely on having a lot of ore. I can go by just a little ore and mostly crystals. Also, I was rather lucky. So having boilers that doubles my ore income isn't really necessary. Though I could spam more of them so I can double my crystal income as well. They are basically like factories, but you need a lot more of them, but they are also a lot cheaper, so yeah. That said, they have the consequence of making your villagers less magical.
As you wish. We will crush them. It shall be.
That was the lightning spell. It's basically like the human laser, ship laser.
As you wish. We're under attack.
Oh yeah, this the magic that the tribe has access to replaces ship cannon, but they are like a better version. There's no cooldown, only mana cost. Although it's harder to keep up the mana, but well, doesn't really matter that much. I do think the tribes have a better deal than the humans and the robots when it comes to ship cannon equivalent. Okay, I should have researched the granary much earlier, and I also should not have bothered with the boilers, because I'm already... Oh, I did get the granary research, but yeah, that's what I really should have gone for. The granary can boost one 5x5 field, so the reason I'm only getting 3x5 is more for the water pumps, but I think I need to test it out more and see if I can't use 5x5 field more efficiently. Yeah, no, I don't think I should have built those boilers.
We will crush them. It shall be. Crush them. It shall be. It shall be done. As you wish.
Oh, I also have access to isotopes now, so yeah, once my technology progresses enough, that will be a thing as well. Yeah, that was a rather lucky map seed. Oh yeah, I have a third village now.
It shall be done.
Getting extra villages is great because the greater population is the more food they require in order to increase the population. I guess that their kids get hungrier and hungrier. It's a bit strange because normally you would think that you would need food to maintain a population, not just getting it. And
We're under attack.
but I guess making it like that resulted in balance issues. So
We're under attack.
okay, what I should be doing now, in my opinion, is to
We're under attack.
aggressively start progressing towards spirit orbs, or spirit stones they're called, researching that and start building it. I'm flooding effort. Well, I am a bit new still to this faction.
Takes my steel.
Yeah, here, Spirit Stone. That is the one I should have gotten even earlier, say, because Spirit Stone is going to be a key strategy.
We're under attack.
Also, one of the tribe's strengths
Taste my steel. Taste my steel.
Funny, the reason that I'm building the libraries isn't because I need them, it's just because I'm flooding ore anyway, so... And I don't want to build more sears.
Taste my steel.
Yeah. Lava Forge, that is really what I need now. The Lava Forge produces more advanced units, and the unit produced in the Lava Forge is assumed, I guess, to be more or less variants of golems or something like that, and they don't take up any population. That said, soldiers do still provide effort income. Feel that effort is a bit strange with a tribe. You already have the system of workers that you need to have available. So I feel like the effort should already be covered there. So I don't know what it is. You can have like 40 workers who are just sitting down and doing nothing. But because your effort income is low, they can't do it. Anyway, the spirit stones, I start to produce them, and they are really awesome because they heal, but that's not their main use. When you cast a spell on them, they will then be able to cast weaker versions of that spell for free. That said, they do take up some mana income when you cast a spell on them. I don't know exactly how much it works. I think it might be 2 mana without an upgrade that lowers the cost, and then 1 mana with that upgrade. Or rather 1 mana income.
Taste my steel.
The spirit stones will also pretty much be able to handle any future waves. I also began upgrading the houses to stone versions.
As you wish. It shall be done.
I'm not sure if I have shown off the real version of the Firestorm spell. I think I've just used Firestorm to enchant the Spirit Stone. That said, the Firestorm spell is really powerful. I'm not sure how it compares to ship cannons, but I think it does less damage but hits in a wider area than level 3 ship cannon, and it's in overall usefulness probably equivalent to level 3 ship cannon, so yeah. But again, enchanting spirit stones and then have them cast the spell for more or less free, I think, is an even better use. I wanted to cast the Firestorm spell, but I could not because I didn't have enough mana. If you try to cast a spell outside of your village domain, the blue dotted line that surrounds it, or well, dotted line, it's some blue flames. If you try to cast outside that area, you need double mana. Oh yeah, I unlocked Recall. Recall is an ability that I'm starting to think that the tribes should just not have.
It shall be. As you wish.
The Recall ability just revives. It revives any unit that dies, pretty much. I don't think it revives the construct.
Taste my steel. Taste
But
my
I may be wrong.
As you wish. We will crush them.
Actually, I'm completely unsure because they have a tendency to not die that
As you
often.
wish.
Now, the cool thing with Spirit Stone is that they only cost crystals to build. The statues that you can build in order to fuel them also only costs
Taste my steel.
crystals. And in order to get populations
As you wish.
and obelisks that will further allow you to fuel them, you also need only crystals. So it's basically like getting access to, well, I would say walkers without needing to offer any ore for it. It's really awesome. I just attacked the final crystal site with the gates. As far as I can tell, you really just need 70 or 80 spirit warriors in order to be able to clear out everything in the pyramid.
Taste my steel.
I went for 2 red, 2 blue and 1 green, but I am starting to think that 2 greens, 2 red and just 1 blue is a better choice. If you're playing the chieftain, then I would say get 2 red and then 1 of everything else. You can get more crystals
Taste my steel.
you can add more crystals of one color that allows you to get an enhanced version of the spells. I'm not sure if that in any way, shape or form translates to spirit stones. I have to test it out. There's a lot that still needs testing when it comes to this faction. Oh, I find even more grass. And I also find a lot of crystals and ore to go along with it. Again, this is a very generous map seed.
Taste my steel.
Bold, bold.
I'll move it, I'll move it.
We're under attack. It shall be done.
Taste my steel.
We're under attack.
Rush them.
We're under attack.
Really, I think the Spirit Stone does too much.
Taste my steel.
They are excellent wave defense and excellent clearing, and they do that for only crystals.
We're under attack.
Oh yeah, Warp Prism.
It shall be.
That's going to be the next awesome thing to get. That's also going to be when I finally find a greater use for all the ore. Once I unlock the Warp Prism, that will be when I want a lot of ore. Hey, I have put down facilities so I can get isotopes, but I think I forgot about the other source of isotope that I have inside one of the villages. So yeah, I could have had a much greater income than I do.
We will crush them. It shall be done. Bold. We're under attack.
Yeah, the fourth wave is pretty much not going to do anything. other than die quickly. When it comes to upgrading villagers, I do think the stone plot is useful, but I do question getting brick plots now. That one seems to do far less. It tends to be ore that's your limiting factor later on, as is the case with other factions as well. And spending ore in order to increase your effort income doesn't seem worth it, so that's probably something I'm going to refrain from getting in future playthroughs, I think. The War Prism deals great single target damage. It will probably be your best destroyer kill, also best way of handling tougher enemies when you clear. Firestorm is good for handling masses, and then the War Prism are good for handling single target. I did at the beginning build a lot of spirit stones that had lightning enchantment instead of the firestorm, and that was to handle the tougher enemies. But now I'm not really going to need more lightning enchantment now that I have gotten War Prism. That said, it would have helped if I remembered the isotope sitting just to the south of the main village, like a screen down. I went past it without noticing it, but, well, yeah. That's reality. Oh yeah, what makes them really overpowered is that each time the War Prism strikes an enemy, they summon a Spirit Warrior. And now that I loaded, this is on another day, and after that the Spirit Warrior got nerfed. But it doesn't really matter. What makes the Spirit Warrior so powerful is that as soon as it gets summoned, every enemy close to it will suddenly start attacking it. And even if the Spirit Warrior immediately dies, that's still all the enemies who just stopped for a second or so. And with multiple War Prism that can keep up and constantly summoning new Spirit Warrior, the enemies are going to be distracted for like most of the time.
Takes my steel.
The only thing worth having when it comes to the ship in the long run is gardens to make village go quicker and statues. The gates will eventually become obsolete because there's no go invasion to defend against. The libraries will also not matter because you're eventually going to have enough population to unlock the research even with no with no extra research bonus.
Either crush them. We're under attack.
Takes my steel.
The gardens becomes more effective if the 2 rooms next to it are empty.
We're under attack.
Gardens won't ever be super effective. I think they will reduce the food requirement of all villages by 2 people, and well,
We're under attack.
that it's villages require more and more the more you have, so you're going to get to a point where it barely matters eventually. I do have 2 gardens, so that should
We're under attack.
reduce, or I will have at least 2 gardens, and that should reduce food requirement with 4, and well, it will in the long run means about 4 more people for each village. If you have 8 or so villages, 36 more villagers, and I have 155, so it will matter. If you have room and food is like the more limiting factor, then it is something you could go for. A lot of food reduction, like
It shall be.
I should probably test it if I make a less spirit stone heavy strategy. I'm not sure, I don't think I have built any scorpions. Scorpions are the guys that ride some strange animals. I think they are all constructs though, both the rider and the animal.
We're under attack.
Yeah, the warp prism as of now fires once every 5 seconds, and the summon from them also lasts for 5 seconds. But really it doesn't matter, because once you get enough warp prism, it's the fact that they disorient the enemies that end up mattering.
We're under attack. It shall be done.
The scorpion that I have passed over, they cost 10 crystal and 10 ore, and well, I don't think they are really worth the ore cost. I think the warp prism gives far more bang for the buck.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
Again, none of those skills are really that great. Trivia seems to be getting the shitty skills. Humans at least get some economy skills, if nothing else.
Taste my steel.
Although usually the captain specific skills are better, but there are some human captains that don't really have some good captain specific skills, like physicist for example. It's a good captain on its own, but it doesn't have that great of skills.
We're under attack. We're under attack. We're under attack. We're under attack. As you wish.
On the northwestern side I have really only 2 warp prism, but that turns out to be enough to slow the enemies down a lot.
Taste my steel.
It shall be.
Okay, I think that's the Firestorm spell in action as a spell and not just as, you know, a mini version of it by the Spirit Stones. What I'm doing now is removing all non-essential buildings from the pyramid, all gates and libraries, because I have, as far as gates goes, I have cleared the pyramid and really I don't need the libraries anymore. To be honest, I would say that they were never really needed, but they were a way to spend the ore when I was about to flood it.
We're under attack.
The lightning towers are good at defending the base. The other towers much less so. The lightning towers, they will destroy tough enemies in 1 or 2 hits. The other towers are really more for defending against the masses.
We're under attack.
The lightning towers do a good job enough against masses as long as it's not
We're under attack.
a wave. I have missed a few gates, but there's really no point in taking them down until I have built the statues on the spots I have already cleared. I don't think I really need to expand anymore, but whatever, it's not really fun to just throw.
We're under attack.
I may consider building more mines, but the problem with that is that once I have built up the ship, the mines are going to be, or all the crystals are going to be far less useful and will be needed in a far lesser quantity. I have a mana income of 135, and I think each spirit stone removes, each enchanted spirit stone removes 1. Oh, I should also mention that when you enchant the spirit stone with something, they retain their healing ability on top of their new ability. So not only do they destroy everything, but they also keep healing.
We're under attack.
I'm not exactly sure I should be balanced. I like the idea, but I think the implementation is a bit lacking here.
We're under attack.
There are a lot of cool things you can do with the Spirit Stone. You can cast healing spell on them, which I assume means that they now both have a single target heal and an RF effect heal. This is not really necessary because sheer firepower of them and the fact that the Warp Prism kind of ties the enemies down means you don't really need a lot of healing.
We're under attack.
And if you do need healing, it's usually because there was a single unit that took most of the enemy fire, and for that multi heal doesn't help. Anyway, you could cast Vision on it, and it will occasionally cast a spell that grants it vision, not as far as the vision spell, but still somewhat of a vision. You can cast Bless, which will make it occasionally bless an enemy for a short time. Bless spell is something I haven't really used a lot. you can cast a shield spell that I don't have, but if you cast it,
We're under attack.
the Spirit Stone will get a permanent shield that slows and has a chance of destroying projectile. That's also cool, but that's probably going to be more needed if you fight the RFI. Right now, when it comes to go, the biggest projectile threat is the Lobos, and they have too short range, really, for my Spirit Stones and Warp Prism to worry about it. But if I went up against something like the RFI SLRS, then I would really have loved to have some Spirit Stones with a projectile destruction chance.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
Affirmative.
We're under attack. We're under attack. We're under attack.
Oh yeah, my effort income as displayed is rather low, but again, most of the income right now comes from the plantation. I'm not having a problem affording my things, so I'm going to assume I'm doing fine. Oh yeah, the stone plot is something you can do without. The humans and the RFI really do want their effort producing buildings, but for the tribes, getting those stone plots is more or less meh. That said, it can still be worth it. The brick plots that cost both crystals and ore I would however recommend against getting. Oh yeah, I have built a lot of obelisks, and you can also instead build workshops, and it gives you more effort. I should try that out sometimes, and well, basically maybe ban Spirit Stone, or maybe have a rule that the Spirit Stones are only allowed to have a supporting role.
We're under attack.
That may work. And I could then give the other units a chance.
It shall be. It shall be done.
Oh, they also have Warren, that's a very powerful melee unit. It does work, but well, what also works is what I'm doing right now. But I should try, because I did find with other faction that there was a lot of things that I didn't try out at first that worked really well even.
We're under attack.
when it comes to humans and the robots, there's usually at least one unit that every unit do have at least one variant that works. For example, the Avengers works. The Reclaimed are near useless compared to Avengers, but well, the Avengers works, and Flamers works. Really, anything pretty much works amongst humans and RFA, or other, or at least one of the variants of a unit. Again, the Reclaimed are not recommended, but since the Avengers are pretty good, there's still a variant of them that works.
We're under attack.
With the tribe, there's right now not any variants of their units. When, if there will be, that could be interesting, but right now we have what we have. I'm not sure all works that well.
We're under attack.
Oh yeah, if you want to mass any of the low tier units, the one you build from Hall of Accord, then you're going to need multiple Halls of Accords. You have to spread them out among the villages. The reason being here that whichever village recruits them will have Warcross replaced by warriors, and there's no village that's going to manage to build 50 plus without getting hit really heavily. You still want to have workers left for mines and fields, and well, if you need to build something new and so on.
We're under attack.
That's probably an interesting idea. Yes, try to mass the Hall of Accord unit. That said, the tribe doesn't really have academies, so you can't make them start at Veteran C3. They have to start at level 1. Still, the sorry, what are they called? The nomads, the tribes basic melee units, they, I think, do, if you give them improved alloy, they do have 3 in armor, which should be enough to take 1 damage from treasures, unless you pull the Gnasher. But who knows, maybe there will also be more pyramid building later on.
We're under attack.
humans and RFI get tier 2 and tier 3. The tribes have to do with tier 1.
We're under
It is worth noting, however, that the tribe tends to get less resources in general and costs less, but they may not have that good of ability to afford getting multiple tier units in the pyramid. Oh yeah, the Spirit Stone, it is a... Maybe it's my fault, but I feel it's a bit of a pity that the Spirit Stone just all gain offense, but I do think that's where they are at the most effective.
We're under attack. As you wish.
The penultimate wave is pretty soon upon me, and it is, strategically speaking, that's the time to start just turtling and not expanding.
We're under attack.
The fact that the fire attacks causes enemies to get knocked around matter far less if they come from the north, because they end up knocked away from you. Oh yeah, there's one of the destroyers. That would be one place where I really do want the war priests. I think I forgot to set them on elite priority. You should set the war priest on elite priority, because that's what they do best at. The war prism can switch to from a single target attack to a more multi-target attack. I don't bother because the Spirit Stone handles all the multi-targets for me, but the option is there, and that's probably why they don't make the war prism to have elite priority by default. Oh yeah, when it comes to Spirit Stone, not all spells can be used on them, like the Summon Spirit Warrior spell won't work,
We're under
and
attack.
the Bridge Building spell obviously doesn't. And I think there are a couple. Most spells, however, can be used on the Spirit Stone, which again, it would have been much cooler if they were more a support unit than just another offensive unit. But well, again, I should just test it out. Maybe it surprises me, but also clearly the current method I'm using works just fine.
We're under attack.
The state I am in right now is one that I kind of count as, for all intended purposes, already won. There's one wave left, but really the enemies are not going to be able to overwhelm me. At this point I can just pump out a lot of War Prism and Spirit Stones. They will handle business. Ha! My mana income is almost as high as my visible effort income. That said, obviously my effort income is much higher than the game lets on.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
Oh yeah, I could say War Prism is right now the only unit I think is good for handling destroyers. But maybe that changes with
We're under attack.
variants. If they sang variants.
We're under attack.
Oh yeah, that might be an idea. Play as the Warlord, and I'm not allowed to pick a single red crystal. So I guess it's going to be 2 green and 2 blue then.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
I also realize I should check out the xenobiologist and see if something has changed for her. Funny, the archers used to walk a bit like the seers do right now. So I guess what has really happened is that they reskinned and renamed the archers to seers, and then they created the archers that's now a new unit for the tribes.
We're under attack.
Oh, I forgot to mention that the Hall of Accord units, while they lack academies, there are upgrades you can purchase for them. In fact, you can also purchase upgraded for Lava Forge units. Obviously the War Prism ability to summon spirit wards on hit, and also for the spirit stone there's an upgrade that makes them cost less mana when you imbue them, or rather have less upkeep. That upgrade is kind of mandatory if you use my strategy. I mean, good luck with this strategy if they were to cost twice as much.
We're under attack.
Yeah, I think I have still missed the fact that I do have isotopes available right here where I had my screen.
We're under attack.
I also think that the isotope display, if you check at the bottom right corner, it says how much you get per cycle. The one for isotopes is definitely wrong.
We're under attack. We're under attack.
Okay, final wave. Final wave is usually not exciting. If you're playing the operation, then you get to fight one of the enemy commandos, and that's a bit more interesting.
We're under attack.
Hey, I haven't really shown up, but the burlocks, you can wait and let them grow so that they get much bigger. It costs the same amount to recruit them for some reason when they are really big. Jo. I'm about to beat the final way. I'm thinking chieftain, no red crystal, and maybe operations instead of survival for next video. Well, there we go. Final start. Pyramid almost charged. Hold them off. I'm not sure what that means. Especially for operations where you're playing colonization, because Pyramid is not really going to land. Okay, the enemies took a bit of unlucky path, but it doesn't really matter that much. And yeah, the destroyers, they will quickly kill spirit warriors, but again, as you see, they get distracted a lot and spend only a minimum amount of time actually moving against me. Again, a massive improvement here would be if you make sure that all of the warp prism are on lead priority. That's why it doesn't really matter. The enemies are just outclassed at this point. I would say the tribe's really powerful, and yeah, that's it. See you next time. Maybe with a chieftain.